Hi, my name's Dan Binet. I'm the winemaker at Tatler Wines in the Hunter Valley. Well, I got into wine after spending some time in France. I finished school and decided to go back to France for a while, see all my family. And during that time, I got a job picking grapes in Alsace, particularly in a little area called Colmar. And that's where I discovered the beauty of wine, but I also discovered Gewürztraminer, which is their main variety. And that really sort of got me thinking about a career in wine. Well, the Hunter is Australia's oldest commercial wine region, with the first commercial winery being built by George Wyndham, Wyndham Estate, and that then set the sort of the growth of the Australian wine industry. I think the thing that really inspires me and attracted me to the Hunter was also the history, the legacy of the founding fathers of the Hunter, so the Draytons, the Tyrrells, the Lindemans, Maurice O'Shea. They've probably made some of Australia's greatest wines. They brought techniques back from Europe. They established vineyards in areas where technically we shouldn't grow grapes here, and they make wines that are unique in the world of wine. So you can match or put a lineup of wine and have a Chablis, a white Burgundy, and a Hunter Valley Semillon, and everyone will go, that's a Hunter Valley Semillon, that's a Chablis. It makes us really quite unique and distinctive. Our wines are very distinctive. They're very regional. They don't get lost in the world of wine. They can kind of stand out. They're very food friendly, but also we're the only region in Australia that's listed in the top 10 wine regions of the world for the unique character of making Semillon and Shiraz. I've been making wines for Tatler now for over 10 years, and we have built slowly a portfolio of really good wines, but particularly the Dimitri's and the Archie Shiraz are two wines that I think stand out in the Tatler portfolio. The vineyards are actually planted east-west, which is a little bit different to a lot of the vineyards in the Hunter. That is to maximise airflow and reduce sunburning. It was planted 30 years ago. The Chardonnays are quite distinctive of that vineyard, of that period of time as well. And we're trying to now replicate that as well. We are going back to a slightly old school style where we do introduce a little bit of malo and richness in the Chardonnays, but they have a beautiful underlying minerality because the vineyard is on sandy soil. So there's that lovely texture that comes through on the Chardonnays. Dimitri's Chardonnay is made in the style that put Australian Chardonnays on the map, but we're adding a little bit of finesse back to the style. So moving away from the big, broad, oaky styles, but still producing texture and flavour, but with a nice degree of elegance and femininism that comes through in that wine. The Archie Shiraz, on the other hand, is all about earthiness and robustness. It's we source fruit from some of the old vineyards in the Hunter on rich, heavy clay soils, and that clay produces really rich flavours of earth and wild fruits, and it kind of leads to that lovely leveriness that you get in Hunter Shiraz, and particularly it has to come off those heavy red soils that are spotted throughout the Hunter. The reds there are tended to be more richer, so they get more American oak, they get a little bit of French oak, but they're that lovely rich style that we used to drink so long ago that we've probably lost a little bit, and we're still trying to emulate those ancient styles of red, I call them. So when I saw Secret Bottle, I loved the concept. I thought it was a great idea, particularly from a winemaking point of view. It allowed me to show to the consumer my whole product without them committing a great deal of funds by buying full bottles of wine. It allowed them to be able to sample my wine in a nice controlled quality and experience the wine range. But also what I thought the concept was really good is that it allowed people and consumers to compare maybe my wine with other regions. So I saw that the concept was great, and I think it's a great idea to get people into wine without committing a lot of money to buying different bottles. You know, you can try a vast range of wines in a controlled sample dose.